Welcome to Cup Africa number 2. I'm Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I hope you guys can see these tomato grates. 1, 2, 3. This is the third one, for those you can see. So, 9 times out of 10, this would probably never happen to you in life. But if it does, you should be able to know how to handle 3 assailants at the same time. Or in the situation that you will be in, there will be 3 people attacking you. I, unfortunately, do not have people brave enough to be my my training partners. So I kind of got to work with what I got. I got 3 scarecrows over there. I don't want to damage them, even though they're not doing their job and protecting the neighborhood or the yard from the groundhogs that we have that live under the shed that made me hurt my ankle last night trying to break the damn thing down. Alright, so in this video, I am going to show you what realistically you should probably do in a 3-on-1. Alright? Now, let me repeat that in case y'all missed it. What you should do realistically in a 3-on-1. Why did I say realistically? Because I'm going to keep this shit as legitly real as possible. No movie bullshit, no famous crap, no super flashy moves. Alright? See, the thing when you watch TV, a lot of y'all fail to understand that most of these guys are stuntmen who have martial art training, and a lot of these actors have little to no martial art training, so they have on-the-job training, which means that day they work that choreograph out, and then 2 days later, after they rest up, now they're going to work that choreograph in front of a camera, and it's going to look really fucking good, versus this bullshit you're about to see me do. But like I said, I don't have 3 punching bags. Training partners. So, here's the thing. Regardless of who you are, regardless of your size, regardless of your gender, and whatever fucking lifestyle you choose to live or live by or whatever, it's got nothing to do with this. If you have 3 people on you, I only got to ask, who did you piss off to get yourself in that situation? What kind of life are you living to be in that situation? Now, with a few exceptions, me being a person of color, I have been in this situation before. More than once. Alright? So here's the thing. I ain't never gonna be tall. Alright? I'm always gonna be 5'3.5", or by military standards, I'm always gonna be 5'3". Alright? So I'm not tall at all. But it doesn't make me any less deadly or dangerous. So what I'm going to show you is, you have a 3-man scenario. These 2 men are not your most dangerous man. This guy behind me is the most dangerous man because he's behind me. Now if it was 2-on-1, it'd be a little bit different, especially if they're both in front of me versus being behind me. So we're going to work out this scenario. It's 3-on-1. You do not need fancy kicks. You just need to do enough things to keep them from hurting you. Alright? Like I said, I'm a short guy, so I can always elbow somebody in this area or the crotch. I stepped over to my left because the world is predominantly right-handed. Alright? Which means when I stepped over to my left, I elbowed this guy here. This guy's closest, the closest leg to that guy is a left front kick. Alright? Same scenario. I stepped over to my right, I elbow him with my left, the closest kick is the guy to the right. This guy's still moving in. I understand how this is going to work. So, for all medicinal purposes, we will go slow. I'm going to step to the right, deliver the elbow, deliver the kick, and the kick, because this leg works better than this leg. Alright? So, I'm surrounded in a triangle formation, which means I have 2 lines of defenses. This side and forward, because there's a guy behind me. The guy behind me is probably going to be the one that's going to try to grab me so that these 2 guys can work my ass over. We're not going to allow that shit to happen. So always hit the guy behind you first. Boom, boom, boom. This guy's recovered. Boom. Understand? You need to be able to figure out what you're going to do. Let's say your elbow doesn't hurt him. This guy's still coming and this guy's still coming. So you elbowed him. He's bending over. So you elbowed him in the gut. He's bending over. So this guy's coming, this guy's coming. Your timing is going to be important here. So you elbowed him. You got him by the head. Bam! Boom! Boom! The reason why you're going to do it that way is because you still got this guy in the headlock after you clearly need him. So when you let him go, this guy's already on you. So you're going to have to kick here and kick here, depending on who's moving the fastest. So that's the thing about training with inanimated objects versus real people. When you're training with real people, they're unpredictable. And that's going to be something you need to learn to fight. People are going to be unpredictable. It's already a given that the guy behind you is going to try to grab you. Period. Because if he can grab you, it's going to be easier for them to get a hold of you. It's not going to be in the movies where this guy puts you in a reverse bar hug with a gable grip and pick you up so that you can kick both of these guys. That shit don't happen in real life, dude. If you've never been jumped before, here's your first lesson. That shit does not happen in real life. When people jump you, they are jumping you with bad intentions. And they have a plan. Alright? How well that plan works out is up to you. You know, I have been jumped at least 3 or 4 times in my life, and I have fucked everybody up. Alright? Once at Buford, quite a few times in the projects, and once on my job. So, okay, twice on my job. So, you have to understand that, you know, when people jump you, they don't jump you in a choreographed clusterfuck that you see in the movies. They come at you hard, they come at you fast, they come at you continuously. So when you hit people, you need to hit them with bad intentions. An elbow is good. I'm short, and if I can't elbow you in this area, I'm damn sure gonna elbow you in this area. And since it's 3-on-1, you just gonna have to call me a dirty fighter. Because I'm fighting men. They got what I got. Twigs and berries gonna get popped. Boom, boom, boom. I'm kicking in testicles. I'm sorry if y'all feel that there's no honor in that. But where was the honor if it's 3-on-1? Do it look like I'm gonna have time for honor? Think about that shit. I got 3 men coming at me. Boom! I gotta get this guy first because he's right there. He's the most dangerous guy. Now these two, they're the enigmas because I gotta figure out which one of them is the closest to me in speed, which is why I step to my left, my right, and I use my left hand because it's not my dominant hand. Now when he bends over, I can bam and push him into that guy and kick this guy roughly about the same time. Alright? Now if I had people here, I could choreograph that shit that would look cool as fuck. The problem in real life is when people swing at you, they're swinging with bad intentions. They're not trying to choreograph a fucking movie. They're trying to fuck your shit up. Boom, boom. That could work. Boom. Now I got to get in position for this guy. You have to be constantly moving when there's 3 people on you. But that first guy that you need to strike is the guy behind you. The guy behind you poses the most dangerous threat because you don't see him. But you need to know that he's there. I understand that shit. You need to know that he is there. If you're right-handed and you want to end it quickly, then you probably should step to your left, back fist him in the testicles, back punch him in the fucking face because he's going to bend over, so boom, boom. That's good. Now you can shove him into this guy if you got a hold of him. But from what I just did, I didn't have a hold of him. I just hit him in the testicles and back fist him in the face. Now if I back fist him wrong and hit him in the forehead, there's a good chance I might break my fucking hand. So you want to do it right the first time, which is really simple. Elbow, put him in a headlock, pull your knee to him. Now, if you still got him, you shove him this way towards that guy, and then you strike this guy. Why? Because this guy's still coming, and this guy's still coming, and you got to put some distance between y'all. If you can't put some distance between y'all, you're going to have to work. And it's better to fight smarter than fight harder. Now, let's talk about escape routes, which is probably what I should have opened up with. Because if you're not a good fighter, you're going to get fucked up. If you are a good fighter, there's still a possibility that you're going to get fucked up. Understand that shit. You got 3-on-1. I'm not Bruce Lee. you're not Bruce Lee. Doesn't mean you're not good. But let's live in the reality that you have 3-on-1. If these guys ain't never had a fight a day in their life, yeah, you might be smooth like butter. But if these guys are trained individuals, making sure I wasn't stepping in shit. If these guys are trained individuals, you got a problem. So you need to solve that problem. And you need to solve it with lethal ordinance. Alright? Now let me rephrase that, or let me break that down before I continue. Lethal ordinance is when you strike people in fatal spots, so that you are going to stop them and stop them cold. Alright? A good hit to the nuts, unless this guy is a bodyguard and wears a cup 24 hours a day, or a wrestler or somebody who wears a cup throughout their entire training, throughout their whole day, then you got a good shot with the nuts. When you hit them in the nuts and they bend over, you can shoulder block them, you can elbow them. There's a lot of combinations that you need to have in your arsenal and ready to go. What you don't need to have in your arsenal is petrified fear. You're going to be scared because the fight done already started. Accept the fear. Your flight or fight response is going to be there. So accept that. Do not let your freeze response get in the way of your survival. Alright? If you have to run, you need to be able to clear out. If there's a wall behind you and this guy came from behind you, that's not the way you want to go. So boom, boom, boom. You know, you want to keep this fight moving and you want to go in a direction where you can escape. Alright? You don't want to go in a direction that you can't escape, especially with this guy behind you. So bam, bam, boom. You know, you're slinging him in front of this guy. Bam, you're taking out that guy. Whew, almost just gashed myself open with these sharp things. Anyway, so boom, I've hit him, I've kicked him, and I've sent this guy in that direction. Alright, but I can't go this way because there's no way. What the fuck is that? It was a hose. I thought it was a snake. What was a hose? FYI, if you think something is a snake, you should probably get something to reach it instead of doing what my dumb ass just did, which was pick this shit up from under this damn car. Don't do that. Okay, back to training. So you have to understand that your escape, if you're not a strong fighter or a good fighter, your escape is the most important thing. Do not lay there and take an ass whooping. Somebody calling me. Yep, somebody's calling me. I will continue this in a part 2. Thanks for watching.